Hey, welcome back. Does the wrist hurt when you punch, block, or train Wing Chun? Most students suffer from this and they don't even know why. Today, I will show you the real reason and how to prevent it. My name is Austin Goh. I've trained Wing Chun for more than 50 years under the Yip Man Lee Shing Lineage. I've taught thousands of students around the world, and one of the most common problems I see is wrist pain caused by incorrect structure. Let me show you the truth so you can train safely and develop real Wing Chun power. Why wrist pain happens in Wing Chun? Wing Chun is known for fast punching, close range striking, and relaxed power. And many students train the wrong way. They punch with the fist turned incorrectly. You see? They use muscles instead of structure. The elbow is not aligned. The wrist bends on impact. See, when you punch, instead like that, you go like that. They tense the shoulder and forearm. So when this happens, all the force gets trapped in the wrist instead of traveling through the body. The wrist is small, the tendons are thin, it cannot take pressure. That should be supported by your structure. So the pain is not from Wing Chun. The pain is from bad alignment. Mistake number one, collapsing the wrist. When beginners punch, the wrist often bends slightly. You see? Up or down. It's very small, almost invisible to see, but this tiny collapse causes big pain. When the wrist bends, the force has nowhere to go. It stays inside the joint and irritates the tendons. What is the correct alignment? Straight wrist, elbow points toward it, shoulder relaxed. Your wrist must feel like an extension of your forearm, not a separate joint. See? Mistake number two, punching too hard, too early. This is very common. Students want to punch the back hard before learning structure. So the body is soft, but the wrist take all the pressure. It's where all the pain comes from. Wing Chun power comes from relaxed force, not tension. If you train slow and correct for 2 weeks, your wrist will not hurt anymore. I always said start slow. Remember that? Mistake number three, incorrect tan sao, bong sao, or even pak sao. The wrist can also hurt during tan sao when it's wrong, pak sao when it's wrong, bong sao when it's wrong, and lap sao drills. Why? Because the pressure is going sideways instead of going through the structure. So in tan sao, the wrist should not take the force. The elbow does. In pak sao, you should not slap with wrist tension. Use the whole arm as one unit. You see? In bong sao, the wrist is relaxed. The elbow carries the pressure. Relax. Let the elbow carry the pressure. How can we prevent wrist pain? First, strengthen the structure, not the muscles. Slowly practice a silim toe, fist with straight wrist, elbow down, and relaxed shoulder. Just practice that every day. Use your center line. Always punch in the center, not sideways. So if the punch drifts off the center line, the wrist will twist and get strained. So keep your motion relaxed. See? Relax. See, I'm always relaxed. So tension in the forearm creates wrist pressure. So relaxation makes the punch smoother and safer. And then you can gradually increase the power, right? And your speed. So we start with soft, then medium. So only use strong force when your structure is correct. It's important to remember that. Soft, okay, medium force, then strong force. And then you can also do lightweight, remember Hin Sao, lightweight wrist rotation, finger strengthening. But it's only there after you fix the structure, right? Remember that conditioning does not fix bad structure. Correct structure prevents injuries. If your wrist hurts during Wing Chun training, don't ignore it. It's your body telling you that your structure needs correction. Fix these mistakes and your punches will become faster, safer, and more powerful. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more real Wing Chun wisdom from the Yip Man Lineage. Train safe and train smart. See you in the next video.